Hey, how's it going? My name is Terrence Evans, and I'm going to show you how to change a dimmer switch by yourself at your home. It's very simple. Step number one, you're going to go to your breaker box. You're going to find the switch. So you'll see that I have already turned this switch to the off position so that we don't get electrocuted. Step number two, you're going to go in the house and you're going to actually test to make sure that the power is off at the location that you're going to be changing. After you turn off the power at your breaker box, you're going to use this device to test whether or not there is any electrical current at the location where you're going to install your dimmer. And if there is an electrical current, it's going to light up to let you know that it's not safe to continue with the installation. Just to demonstrate what it looks like when it lights up, I'm going to take the prongs, one is positive, one is negative, and I'm going to insert it into this electrical outlet just so that you can see what that is going to look like. I've inserted these prongs into the electrical outlet here, and as you can see, it lights up when it's plugged in. So if you see anything like this when you are continuing with your installation, you know that you need to go and make sure that you've turned off the correct switch at your breaker box. Okay. For this next step, you're going to remove your old dimmer switch. You'll see that I've already unscrewed the face of it, exposing the wires here. This green wire is your ground wire. If you have a home with older wiring, there won't necessarily be a connection, so you just leave that there. And then you see that we have the white and the black wires connected to the old dimmer switch. Okay, you're going to remove these little connectors that we have here to expose the wires. And then you're going to use the meter that I showed you earlier here so that you can test the connection to make sure that it's no longer live. Okay, so you're going to use your electric meter to make sure that you have tested the connection after you've already cut it off at the breaker box to make sure that it's no longer live. If this were live, my electric meter would light up, and it's not lighting up, so you know it's safe to work with. This is the new dimmer that I purchased from the home improvement store that I'm going to be installing. You can see that I've taken it out of the box, and I'm going to install it in the location where my old dimmer was. You want to look on the back at the wires. Again, this is a older house, so there is no connection for the ground wire, so that's this wire here. It's green. I know it looks a little bit blue in the video, and we're just going to leave that the way it is, and then we're going to connect these two wires that you see here to the two exposed wires and get this light going here. I'll show you that in the next clip. You're going to twist the copper wires from your new dimmer to the wires in the wall like I've demonstrated here, and because there's no connector for this ground wire, we're going to leave it exactly like that. You're next going to come back to your fuse box and turn the power back on to test the light to see if you wired it correctly. So this is the true test here. So this is going to be the true test to see if I wired this dimmer switch for this light correctly. So I'm going to turn it on and we're going to see what happens. This is definitely, oops, sorry for the shaky camera. This is going to be the true test. I'm turning it on. Oh, wow. The light has come on, as you can see. Ooh, very nice and bright. Look at that. Yep, it works. Dim. Bright. Love it. Okay, so we've wired that correctly. Now it's time to put the wires back in the wall and put the face cover back on. That is how you install a dimmer switch. Okay, bye-bye.